Welcome back. I hope things are well. Xogue here, coming at you with episode 10 on the By Xogue server. And I've still got the blue sheep. Alright, so some things have changed here. It has been quite a while since I recorded anything, and I pushed F5 too many times. I showed you that before. Up here, things haven't changed too much, but down below, huge difference. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, shall we? So first thing you see down here, there's now another layer, which I'll get down there in a minute, but now I have my brewing station, which this will probably eventually be automated. I kind of left it built into the wall so I could kind of automate it a little bit, maybe push the brewing stand into the wall and have a series of chests so I can, put in what I want and automatically get things out. And yeah, but I have some chests over here for supplies, which I don't have a whole lot of at the moment. I haven't really finished sorting. And these are finished potions. Then over here, changed my bedroom. Color scheme changed. Still have the little corner pieces of, a material that doesn't have a fence post. Just because it looks cool that way. I don't know. But here's my valuables. I kept these up here because when I go down and mine, I'm probably going to be throwing things into an ender chest. So when I throw things in there, I can bring them straight back up here, take them right out of this and put them into here, something along those lines. Ender pearls, just to show you how long it's been. We've done the the rest of the server has done the ender dragon. I did not participate in that, but maybe I'll see if I can't get some footage of that from one of the other server members, and I'll put that into the next episode or something. But it is dead. We don't have the ender yet, but we're going to do something with that, I'm sure. There's probably quite a few of us have ideas to get that started pretty quick, because we all like the ender pearls. And then I have my enchanting station over here. And you have all the books, so it's maxed out. You have the regular books and, just kind of supplies. Lapis will be in here, some decent stash of that. And then, you have this stuff. And over here, I have my books. The books I've already started on. They're already separated out a little bit. Weapons, armor, and tools. And that's just 2 chests each, just so I can kind of have enough storage. When I start enchanting things, I tend to gather a lot of books. So now I should have enough, and then I can combine them as I need, and things will work. Over here, I don't have anything yet. But if you remember before, this is where the chicken farm was. I'd go over and I'd go down. You can still hear the chickens. They're still there, but this isn't where you get to them from. And these are my way up and down. The single stream all the way down, it was kind of, I don't know, a hassle, I guess. If you needed to go all the way up, it just didn't seem right. So I kind of made it a little more decorative. Changed it out a little bit, made the paths that you have to climb shorter and made them easier to get onto. Because you see right here, I was mentioning how you slow down if there's a block close by. How did you get in here? That's weird. I gotta figure that out so I can actually light it up. But if it's on the corner, it doesn't slow you down when you're climbing the waterfall, so that's a good thing. And then each of these are the expansion areas. And the reason I made them down another level is because I was really close to the surface and I didn't like it because I was eventually going to break through, and that was an initial idea, was to keep, to let things kind of poke through the sides, give it a little bit of decoration. But I figure I want to be able to choose when that happens, if it happens, instead of the landscape choosing it for me. So I decided to lower them, and when I want it to, poke through the surface, I can do that then. So the 2 things that I have here so far is the chicken farm. Like I said, it was down this path, but instead I made a new one. So now I just kind of walk straight rather than going down the stairs. And the other one is my smelter, but I changed this as well. So instead of seeing the whole big thing operating, the only thing you have to do is come over here, put in some fuel, which I already have a decent stash of. Obviously it's not in the chest because it's all in the furnaces right now, but then you drop what you need to be smelted here, and the result comes out here. And it's just a nice little interface, I think, to it. It works pretty well. I would show you, but I don't currently have anything on me that'll do it, and it takes a minute, so I'm not going to worry about showing you that right now. It works the exact same way. And then here you have all of my chests. My problem before is that I didn't have enough chests for everything that I wanted to store in the way that I wanted to store it. If you follow that at all, good job. But now my problem is that I have too many chests, which is actually how I like it, because then if I ever need to just kind of randomly walk over and throw something in here, this whole corner is going to be the dye area eventually. I haven't finished sorting yet. But you know, I can walk to a random chest in a certain area and just kind of drop things for that section, and it can be like a to be sorted chest, so I don't have to sort it right away if I don't want to. I added little crafting tables in the corners, just easier access. I always like having my crafting tables right by my chests, just kind of makes it easier. But I have sorted a lot of these things out, and that looks like it's cluttered, but it's actually organized. You see they're all the same. You have birch, you know, the wood, the leaves, the planks, stairs, slabs, and it's the same pattern. And over here you have the farm goods, random plants. This isn't really organized, but they're all plants. And you have the redstone, wood products, and then some empty chests. Well, these are overflow items that I need to just get rid of because they don't fit in the chests, so I don't need them, so I want to trash them. But most everything is organized. It's at the very least separated. I think this is the only miscellaneous chest I have left. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to do. And part of that is because I haven't finished all of the farms that I want to get done. Like I was telling you, you know, for example, the chicken farm, which is over here. I'm getting lost. I got to figure out a way to solve that issue. But, you know, I want all the cooked chicken and feathers over here. So, you know, the things like leather that's in that chest, I want to be at the cow farm when I make that. So for now, it doesn't have a place because the cow farm's not made. Just kind of things like that. So the next thing is something I've already gotten compliments about. I asked other server members not to record my base, and they have succeeded. I appreciate that, guys. Once you see this video, you are now free to record in my base if that need arises for some reason. But yeah, this is the portal room that I'm actually quite proud of, but there is an issue, which I'll explain in a minute. But I have gotten a few compliments about it. So first, come down the ladder, and then bam. So you have your portals over here. And it kind of ties into the design of upstairs, which is kind of an accident, but cool at the same time. I kind of like it. It gives a little blending-ish because it both has quartz. They both have quartz. And yeah, so you know, you have your 4 spokes, or whatever you want to call these, hallways, I guess. You have the portals in each corner. Now this is actually the issue. It looks really cool, and I really like it. But when you go through, if you're just hanging out up here, and you go in through one of these portals, let's see if it happened now. Hi, pigmen. Lots and lots of pigmen. So I'm gonna have to fix that at some point, because if anybody goes to the slaughterhouse and then leaves or something, and for some reason these guys want to be aggroed onto me, or if I go to the slaughterhouse, then this is going to be a huge issue. Or anybody else, really. If I'm just hanging out in my base, these guys are just going to be sitting here, and I'm like right in front of the slaughterhouse. So this is going to have to be done differently. And the only idea I have for that at the moment is to do what I did in the monument that I made for the prank that Fleeks did to me. Instead of having the actual portal, put the, you know, the magenta or purple glass in here. And that way it kind of looks like portals, but not really, which is why I don't really like the idea. But yeah, I mean, that I have to fix that issue, so I'm gonna have to deal with some kind of a design thing there, and then only one of the portals will actually be active, but then it's not completely symmetrical, and that's gonna bother me. I don't know. That's something I got to work out. And then here in the middle is the new entrance to the mine, which I kind of marked with this here. So I can jump down there and my mine. But that's pretty much the same as it's always been. I moved the tunnel. I didn't really move. I didn't fill in all the holes. There's still corner pieces that are there, but I filled in the top part of the hole and the bottom part of the hole, so it looks like it's not there. But yeah, so this is in the middle one that is now dug out, and that's where I'm going to get all my mined stuff. But I really, really like the look of this. It's really cool. And like I said, I've gotten a few compliments about it before. And we actually have a new server member as well. I have yet to welcome him through recording, so welcome, Omyre. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. The YouTube channel is That's Omyre. O-M-Y-R-E, I believe. So, yeah, go check him out. I'm going to have to add him to all of my videos like I did for the Waffling Brit. So he'll be in the description, as well as every other server member. And yeah. So the next thing I want to show you is another project that has been unfolding over the last couple weeks. And it's actually been quite a while since I've recorded, as I mentioned. So it pretty much is, if my videos are the only ones you're watching, then you're going to see, you know, it go instantly pop up. But I need these guys to move off of my rail. It's another issue. Move. Hopefully it works. Come on. I know. Bye-bye. And as you've noticed, I now have a rail to spawn. So that's really good. It's about time kind of thing. And this is Omyre's path to his base, I believe. I'm not sure how much he's done on the server just yet, but I'm kind of looking forward to what he's going to come up with. Some good stuff. So the first thing, this little area has changed a little bit. As you see, the portal is broken, and that's part of what I'm about to show you. The other thing is this is still Corvus's place over here, but this is the start of Omyre, O-M-Y-R-E. So this is the start of it, and it kind of goes down there, which kind of makes me think maybe I should just use this path, because technically it'd be shorter because he just does diagonal rather than, you know, all the way over and then up, especially since this obviously will intersect my area. But considering the next thing I'm going to show you, that may not even play a factor. And over here, Waffling Brit, free stream. He has a spider setup going. He has a rail, which is really cool because his base, I think, might actually be a further distance away than mine. And yeah, so this stuff is here, but nobody has really connected their paths to the other location, which is what I'm going to show you now. This has been being worked on for a while, and I did already get permission just in case he didn't want it shown. He said I could. This is a project that Cyclops has been working on, and I have to say it is an awesome build. And you notice 1 block and a half. Haha, no problem. Why? Because we have beacons. When everybody else did the dragon fight, they also went through and killed a couple withers for the hub, which is what this is. Now this thing, I saw it in his creative world. He kind of put it up there, and I hosted it a little bit so people could kind of pop on and see it. But seeing it here is pretty cool. Now he's not completely done with it. He still needs to put in the elevators. Well, slime block elevators. I don't know. I think that's what he was going for. He might change it. I'm not sure yet. But the basic idea is we just need something to get from level to level. Because right now we're using this ladder system. Right here. And there we go. And then we're on the next level. Now, I was watching Cyclops' video, and he was mentioning how he wanted things to go over here, and he had some ideas for what was going to go over there. And then the third one, is kind of left open. So we're going to play that by ear. We'll see what happens. We're going to see how this place develops. Now, a lot of these paths have already been claimed. Let's show you this other one here. That's another thing I haven't really mentioned much about, is the Commonwealth. Now, currently it's Sarge, the Waffling Brit, and Corvus. And since they are in the real life part of the Commonwealth Islands, they've kind of banded together, and it's like a pranking society. I guess they're going to go around pranking everybody, that's a cool little idea. That's cool. Interesting. Psych was actually invited, but he did turn it down. And that's cool, because I don't really want to be in a prank war with him. For something tells me he's going to be good at pranking. I don't know why. Just something. But this is, yeah, currently can't get through without, moving around a little bit. But it says it's under construction, do not use, but it looks like it's the makings of a slime block elevator, which is really cool. Multi-level, so you can get up high. Which I gotta be making one of those at some point. But this is the 3rd level, and as you see, we have a whole lot of possible paths that we can go in order to get to our bases. This thing is just massive. Like, it doesn't matter what we add, chances are there's going to be an available path we can use to connect it to this place. So this is eventually going to be the center of everything, which I think is really cool. So this is what Cyclops has been working on the past couple weeks. And big props, because this is, like I said, this is really cool. Which corner? I think it's over here. Ow. Yeah. So you see me and Cyclops actually have a path in the same direction. And if you remember me walking the path, his at one point just keeps going straight when mine turns to the right. So we decided that maybe we were just going to kind of have one group start point from here in the hub. And it's going to be one rail that just kind of shoots off into the distance. And then, at that point, when he would go straight and I would turn, that's when it would split, and then we can do our own thing. But I told him, since I like the design he has here, he can go ahead and just kind of do what he wants to do with this initial part until it splits off, and then I'll take care of my end after that. But I really do need to link it up to here, because that'd be cool. But yeah, if you remember the slaughterhouse, this pattern should probably look familiar. I don't mind at all that he used the same pattern. It looks really cool, but I figured I'd just point it out anyway. Alright, so I'm going to try something different and just keep my episodes down to 20 minutes for a little while, and I want to see if, I don't know, maybe attention span gets better, more people visit, I'm not sure. But I think 20 minutes might actually be the better number in this case. So instead of 30-minute episodes, at least for the next little while, I'm going to stick to 20-minute episodes. Which means this episode is now about over. Next episode, we're going to jump in and I'm going to tear this thing down. And because it is some kind of a gift / prank / whatever, it's not really a prank. It was literally a birthday present. So since it's not torn down yet, I'm going to tear it down and I'm going to make a little monument for it. And I think that monument is going to go right here. So that's going to be probably in the beginning of the next episode. And after that, no plans yet. But I'll have one when that episode airs. So don't worry about that. I'll have a good episode for you. If you liked the video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. You can also favorite, share, comment. Do what you do. See you in the next video.